Welcome back to the homestead, everyone. As you know, pollinators are incredibly important for your garden, your orchard, and especially your entire homestead. Stick with us and see what we've done to attract as many pollinators as possible here on our homestead. Look at this gorgeous plant behind us. This is bee balm. And let's take a close-up look at this thing, and you will see probably a ton of bumblebees all over it. Yep, we've got some over here. We've got some other insects on it as well that are pollinating. We've had butterflies all over it, honeybees all over it. And we've got another one over here. We've got some lavender, and we've got some flowering hawthorn that hasn't flowered out yet. It's not that time of year. But all of these are planted in our perennial hedgerow here down, and let's show you, right down the center of our garden. Now, as you can see, we've only got about 15 feet of it done so far. The rest of it will continue the entire length of the garden, which is about 75 feet long. And those are our main perennial flowering bushes and plants. Now, at the end of each row in the summertime, we plant these annuals. Obviously, these are marigolds. They're good for, obviously, the pollinators, but also to attract some good insects and to ward off some of those other insects we don't want in the garden. Also, what we've got here are some herbs. I believe that's marjoram. We've got another marigold. We've got some marigolds. We've got more marjoram. We've got some thyme right here. Now, these aren't flowering, but look at this. Look at this. Let's get a close-up look and see how many of these little bees are all over this thing. This is oregano, and this flowered out for us just recently, and there are so many pollinators all over this thing. It's fantastic. We also have right next to it salvia. Salvia is a member of the sage family, and this one is really fantastic at attracting a lot of bumblebees. They love this stuff, and they're here in our garden all the time. Now, around the garden, we've also left some of our brassicas from last season to flower out. Now, down here at this side, and it's done flowering out, but I just wanted to show you it's actually still here because I'm in the process of gathering the seeds. We have a collard, and this one is a little chewed on right now, but it's still got its seeds, and I need to harvest those out. But this was full of gorgeous yellow flowers and also full of bees, honeybees specifically. Let's go down here. And we've got a broccoli left over from last season. Now, this is actually about to flower out for a second time. You can see we've got some seeds that we need to harvest here off the bottom, but we've left this to go to flower, and this is another attractor of pollinators, as are the kale, which some have already flowered out. This has been devastated by some worms or some caterpillars, but we were in the process, and actually did it earlier today, of harvesting some seeds on those guys. Additionally, look at these gorgeous raspberries. Look at how many raspberries are on there. This is second year. I planted them last year, and unbelievably amazing. What was amazing about it too was they were full, absolutely full of flowers, and there were bees all over it. Now, we're blessed around here, I guess, to have a ton of bees. I know that doesn't happen everywhere, and it's less so the more time goes on, unfortunately. But I can see all those bees and bumbles, all those guys, all over, butterflies, everything. They've been all over our cucumbers, and I've got cucumbers already coming out of my ears here. We've got some great tomatoes already coming up our trellis system here, and our melons. And unfortunately, our squash got hit hard by squash bugs and is pretty much dead, but our melons are still living, so that is good. Anyway, we just wanted to show you our strategy for attracting pollinators to the garden, and that is to plant at the end of each bed some sort of attracting, hopefully perennial plant, like an herb that flowers out, or like that bee balm there is just unbelievable. You can see how big it gets. I actually have to trim that back because it's out of control. That's its second year, and I planted it as just this little tiny plant from, I think I bought it at Lowe's. Anyway, that perennial hedgerow will come all the way down past us here, and it'll be the full 75 feet, minus the pathways of the garden. And that hopefully will attract tons of pollinators for years and years and years to come. All right, everyone, we thank you for being here. Thank you so much once again for subscribing. We love all of our subscribers, and we're so glad you're here. And if you're not a subscriber, hey, you got to join us on this channel, because we're doing cool videos every week and showing you what we're doing out here on our homestead. Also, if you're interested, always go down in the description below and check out our Amazon store. We've got some great products that we do recommend that don't cost you a penny extra, but we do recommend that. It helps out our family if you go and use that link. And check out, we've got power tools, we've got things for the garden, tons of stuff for the garden. So anyway, go check that out, give us a like, a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.